What up? What up? What up? Start getting those channel points, racking them up, racking them up. Ooh, I got like 3,000. Oh, let's get the first bet going. Okay. Well, a minor league team beat a major league team in round one. Wait, Jay Bestrad, I always forget what your JSync username is, and it kind of can I make someone like give them a nickname on Twitch? Okay, it's Court Jester. Okay, former Swifty, got it. Cool, 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 cool. What up, Piffer Fish? Following this, following me since 3 hours ago? What? I'll follow back. If you haven't made a bracket, there's still time. And the prediction's already going, so please get your points down. Will a minor league team beat a majors team in round one? Pretty straightforward. Oh, I have to update my Discord. Fantastic. Yeah, and same for the casino bets. We're trying to get into game one soon as possible. Well, not as soon as possible. 8:35 Eastern. We got 4 minutes. Go Surge, says Carrie. Go Lemurs. Two teaming out here. This is the only. This is like the only setup where two teaming is acceptable. I think it's two different levels of play. So yeah, you should always be able to two team. The foot bananas. Playing banana ball. Y'all are going to be seeing a lot of me over the next week. You're going to see me for spring training on Thursday. And I haven't streamed on the live file in forever. So God bless whoever's going to help me with that. Probably Leatherneck Mike. And then I'm streaming opening day a week from today. What up, Tampa Tarpons? Time to knock the head. For real. This is a good trial stream. I did opening day like 2 seasons ago. My first ever live file stream, I streamed actually last second. So, yeah, crazy times. And it was like a morning stream, very strange situation. It was a holiday, if I'm not mistaken. What up, Ewok? And for the first time ever on a live file stream in a regular season stream, we're going to have red zone style. So the schedule is being built out to reflect that. So we're going to build the rest of the season around everyone getting a fair shot, every team getting equal amount of time on stream. But specifically for opening day, we've chosen as a sim team to do red zone style, meaning that we're just going to watch the most epic game live. I'll probably be told I have to end on a certain day. I'll be talking to these folks this weekend about it, but should be fun. Yeah, it's going to be pure red zone style. We're not going to have set matchups. I mean, the matchups will be set, but we won't have what up pass base. Has anyone ever called NASBase Passbase yet? Or am I creating a nickname? I think I created a fun nickname. I've called him worse than that. Wow. Yeah, I saw that we changed the command. I thought about changing NASBase. I actually thought about changing it to you because people forget I have that power too. Uzi, isn't it like 4 a.m. your time or like the next day? Seattle does have a dope logo. All right, it's 8:35. The prediction's done. I got asked if we could. Let's see if we can get. So I'm checking out the file just to confirm with y'all here. No, I don't want the Discord overlay, bro. How do I get rid of that? Hold on. Actually, I think I know how to get rid of that. Oh, let me lock that too. um, it's May 7th for Uzi. Wow, he really is the GOAT. He's the only user I've ever seen that can travel to the future. 106 brackets. Wow. Wowza. We were literally at 64 today. Yeah, the procrastinator baseball experience for real. Yeah, that's true. Why are we tag? Yeah, we. My bad. I should have done a raffle. Maybe we will. I'll talk to HO or the commish. All right, brackets are about to lock in 3, 2, 1. I already reset fatigue, but we could do it again. So y'all could see reset fatigue for majors, reset fatigue for minors. If you notice, I already changed the start times for the majors and minors. Now all we got to do is get into it. A lot of minors versus majors teams in this round. Oh, that's right. You're in HO. Happy birthday, KP. That's right. At Hummus's Guns. Hey, it's illegal to show guns on Twitch, brother. Don't put that on me. My wife called you a creeper. Hi, beautiful. My minors team. Well, it's if it's your minors team versus your majors team, I'm gonna assume it's not the Ranas and the Sloths, since I don't think you're a bot. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna do a real time sim. We're gonna pause it. I am a bot. I did a prediction, babe. You must have missed it. How many channel points were wagered? Let's see. Wow. Only like 2,800. Oh, it's Wheelers versus Aviators. Cool. Sorry, babe. You'll get one next round. And we're going to do a real-time sim. Someone asked me to cast in the main server. I should. Let me just make sure my...
What?
Did y'all hear that? Whoops. Test. All right, we're good. All right, I'm in main server on the live channel. I'm going to share my screen as well. Perfect. If you join and you want to speak, just please speak up. I can't hear if you join unless you have that soundboard thing. KP, if you look at our Twitch channel and our YouTube channel, I actually proposed on stream. Yeah, new player. And then we got married the following March. So I proposed on Halloween and we got married the following March. This is Halloween 2022 and March of 2023. What up, Loki? You're definitely not new. You're actually as old as me, you old man. All right. Let's get into the real-time sim. I'm 5 minutes behind. All right, someone's here. I'll check.
That would be me.
And
Which is
me.
good because I thought that rim shot was just for you saying you were 5 minutes behind.
It was.
Fun. Yeah. Well, thank you. That's Casey Colby and RCGG. If you didn't recognize, the first one who spoke was Casey Colby. The second one who spoke was RCGG.
Hello.
Happy belated anniversary. Thank you. We're roughly a month from the anniversary. Is this PBE? That's hilarious. Hi, everyone. Hummus proposed to a new user. Oh, yeah. I definitely defied traditional like board etiquette, like forum etiquette although we were together before she joined, so I don't know if that actually defies any etiquette, but
I feel like it puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on the rookie mentors.
it honestly does I mean, any user existing that has their like significant other join, it's always like special in that sense that like, oh, we should kind of pay a bit of attention. She's not the first. There was like at least 5 or 6 I could think of prior. This is Seattle's year. We'll find out. Let's get into the real time. Wait, why?
Daedalus man never gives up hope.
Why is the Discord overlay playing? How do I get rid of that? Lord.
Not sure. They patched Discord like 2 days ago. I haven't figured it out yet.
Can y'all see that when on the left side? Yeah, y'all can see it on stream. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess.
Actually, no.
It went away. Oh, because my cursor went away. Yeah. I just don't like that. I want to move it. Can I move it? Let me see. Oh, wait. There must be a way here. Hold on. Show non-video. Grid view, no.
So while you're working on that real quick, I'm just going to throw out some Tahini bet numbers.
Thank you.
Cancun was the highest bid with 15.3 million, but right behind them was Death Valley with 14.4.
Death Valley with a lot.
It's actually pretty spread out this year. There were no clear favorites because just the way the schedule panned out, like there were some really good teams that had really tough schedules and some weaker teams that had much clearer paths. So, for example, the New York Voyagers were third with 11.8 million. TPE-wise, they're nowhere near the same tier. But it's just the way the Tahini bracket works out.
I'd say Buffalo has a pretty easy path as well. I looked through their first handful of games, and it was like, well, they just have to beat, I think, New York basically to get to the final.
I actually set their rotation this year just because I looked at the bracket. I thought, oh man, we only need to win like 3 games against majors teams to make it. Like we're on the road for all 3, but it's like, yeah, I'll give it a go.
I just turned off the overlay. It should have worked. Let's test it. Speak.
2 test. 1 2 1
right.
2.
Yeah, I fixed it. It's
good.
Yeah. All right, we're good. All right, we're in the proper day. Wow, it's a lot of betting in the casino. Let me confirm I locked the bracket. I did on challenge.com. 106 submissions. What up, Josh the Jew? All right, we're gonna do This is always the scariest part because the finish sim button is so close to the pause sim. Okay. First one in Twitch chat, specifically Twitch chat, to put a game, we will watch it. There are 10 matchups in the first round involving 20 teams. It then dwindles down to 16.
A minors team is the home team?
We could check. California is hosting Providence.
I mean, it's the majors, obviously, you know.
Everyone wants. Wait.
There we go. Detroit, Florida. That's going to be gold.
Dillos was the first one in chat. That's the rule, so we're going to figure out where they are. Are they even?
That's right. We'll check in on those other ones.
Dillos are next round.
They're not even here. So the Ranas. What the? Damn it, Josh.
You get to watch Arya pitch a perfect game against the Ranas. Hooray.
I mean, don't sleep on the Ranas.
I am absolutely betting that does not happen.
I'll start a soft strikeout for Breaker. With like
and realistically, the way that Tahini works, if you're San Antonio, you don't want Arya pitching a perfect game because Arya would then have to pitch 4 games later. And remember, there's no extra rest days built in on the Tahini.
Yep.
So you don't want your ace throwing that many pitches.
Make sure my camera. Yep, my camera needs to move here. I think we're safe. All right, so we got 2 quick outs. Oh, and a walk. So the perfect game got broken up by backstop with that walk. Pop up for Blaney in the infield. That is a pop out that will conclude the top of the first. Now the Sloths will bring up their top 3 batters. That's going to drop for a base hit for Bartholomew Brown. Oh, a strikeout for Trantow. Don Marcus popped out. So these hitters are struggling. And a stolen base attempt is successful for Brown. So here comes Woofington with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. And just like you predicted, a run-scoring double for the Sloths with 2 outs. And a grounder to short for Dynasty, and a ground out. We could probably peel back out of this game safely. Sorry to the Rana supporters of the PBE. Wow, DVS in a dogfight. It's early, obviously. Boise. I think I have them going far. Who's y'all's champion in y'all's brackets, RCGG and Colby?
I took an unfortunate route of I have Toros versus Nola, and I think I took Nola. We have them next round, and we just don't match up well against them, I don't believe. So I feel like then they just trot the rest of the lower bracket, and they run into the Cancun Toros in the last round. So I got Nola winning it. We'll see what happens.
That sounds familiar, actually. I don't remember who I picked, though. I almost never fill out the brackets. I only started doing it this year because I was stumped on who to put for the bets.
The bets are fun because you can make good coin there.
Oh, yeah. I try to put the top 8 teams that I figure have a chance of winning it, not necessarily the best 8 teams in the league.
No, you do a good job.
So
has other ever won since you started doing this? Ooh, that's a base hit.
So.
That's a base hit for Zach Johnson the third. Was that an error? No,
I don't think so.
Clean hit. Wow. Abenduct on the mound for Providence. That's a ground.
This is Abenduct's last hurrah.
Last game. Overall, they retired, right?
He retired, yeah. Hopefully not last game, since, you know.
Did Southworth retire his player as well?
Yeah.
Like, is he going to be playing next season as like a zombie, or is he done?
I can't remember when exactly he submitted it. Oh, and they left 2 runners on after the Deion Sandals line out to right. That's a great question. Is Southworth's corpse? Someone in chat should know. That's a Cove.
Southworth's probably around somewhere.
It's a Cove flyout. The Crabs are honestly struggling.
The Crabs are not good. Like if there's going to be a team that loses in the first round, it's unfortunately going to be the Crabs. Like
That's deep. And there you go. Southworth, okay, they will have a corpse next year for Mark Southworth, who just shot one to right over the wall, solo shot, first home run on stream of the Tahini, and DVS. They're up by a touchdown. I just saw him out of town. That's a ground out for Ray Rue. We could probably dip set. Just because we have closer games like this one. Oh, the Swifties.
Florida just tied it up against Detroit too.
Oh, they did. Oh, they did. Are they the only minor league team to score so far against a major league team?
Flamingos are always good in this tournament.
Yes.
It's like there's always drama around their game. They don't give up a touchdown early or anything.
I was in the Mingos when I was in the minors. My first season playing for Buffalo, we play against Florida. Fuckers hit a grand slam against me.
Wow. Oh, wait, your first season in Tahini?
Yeah. Well, first season as a majors player, you know.
Yeah. That's right. Thompson with a double. Will the Apex score? We'll find out here shortly. Oh, that's a wild pitch. Can't corral that. Blonde 3-4-5. And that's a base hit, and the Apex do score. It's an Enderman RBI single. Stolen base is successful. Strikeout for Car Crash. D. Fernandez with a little dribbler and a ground out. They did jump out to a 1-run lead. Let's go poke around. California! We missed it! No! And Florida's got a runner on. Which one's better?
We go Florida.
Yeah, since they have
Yeah,
a
we
runner.
haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, that's true. California. Californication. Oh, this park. Interesting. Can
Submarine? What is this?
I do a different...
Also, I remember in the past, if the minors team was the home team, we would only see other minors games. Did you somehow find a way to fix that? Because
Oh, in the out of town?
yeah,
Yeah, I think the out of town's better now. Great question. Maybe it's a 25 thing.
maybe.
The thing I would watch for is there's only one game that's technically pure majors this round, and it's like Vandals versus.
Well, when I say minors
where the
versus majors,
Vandals are
I mean
playing.
based on the home team.
Yeah, and
Right.
the home team would affect the out of town pretty harshly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
remember that was an issue when we first started doing these, but I don't know how long it's been like this.
maybe 25. Oh, it's a wild pitch thrown by Corin Abernathy Jr.
Oh no.
2 runners in scoring position now. Spinosaurus Bill takes first with a walk off a full count.
Oh, jeez.
Good eye on the circle change. Second pitch, line out to left. They left the bases juiced. Unbelievable. Abernathy with ice in their veins. Yes, this is OTP 20. Wait, is 26 out yet?
Yep.
No,
Like
right?
2 weeks ago.
It's out?
Yep.
Oh, geez. I should have been on 26. My bad, y'all. Oh, well.
We run the whole bracket. Let's go.
4-6-3 double play for Alt House.
Yeah, it didn't actually fix the problem because I've been scoreboard watching and we're not seeing Nashville versus Seattle or Lunar versus Vancouver.
You're right. And that
Everybody
is
else is
a solo shot for Leo Ruiz. It's that rust we're knocking off. Yeah, it's OTP 25. My bad. No one gave me that heads up. I'm kidding. That's on me. I'm blaming you guys. Slamus with a line out to right. I do want to see that epic. We were in it before. It's just a great game. Apex only up by a run. That would be a massive bracket buster.
To be honest, I pretty much went chalk for the first 2 rounds of this.
Oh, yeah. Always. Oh, I'm back in wide. Let me go back to default. Lord. That one.
Uzi's in the chat. Uzi, what's your first round or second round upset. Like, that's what we need to keep our eye on, because Uzi always gets that. He's
He's a monster.
That's
magic. He's pure
great
butter.
point. I feel bad for the guy because, like, at some point he's gonna have a bad bracket, and everyone's gonna know because we look at his picks so intently due to his past success.
He has 3 or 4 bracket challenge wins.
It's 4.
4?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. That's double play. Hit into by Bradley Wellerman Jr. So now let's see if the Crabs with their 0 for 2 3-hitter. Now 0 for 3.
Anyone remember the book Ender's Game?
Yes.
There was that one commander who was miserable because he didn't know what he was doing, but he was winning. And so people were setting expectations higher and higher, but like he had no idea why they were succeeding, and he just knew the other shoe was going to drop.
That's Uzi.
I feel like, yeah,
Fesses up to it, so.
he just confirmed it in chat.
He's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Just like.
And I'm also now the Dennis Miller of the broadcast booth. Everyone else is talking sports, and I'm like, I can drop a literature reference in here.
Yeah, we were actually, that was assigned reading in 9th grade for me, which is surprising because it's such a good book. They typically only assign boring books in school.
And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of Orson Scott Card's writing, but that is definitely one of his best works, and it was a really fun and engaging read.
Great.
It made me want to read more,
To this
Which
day, it's my
not a
favorite
lot
book.
of
I just haven't
books-
read it in a while.
On the assigned list, do that.
Great book. This game is still knotted up 2-2. That's a strikeout for Thompson. And Detroit, Florida is also tied up. We'll stay here, I guess, while they got some action. The Sloths are only up by 1 against the Ranas. There's a base hit. That's Crazy Mojito Cove. They keep the runners in second and third. That's a double.
Ronda's knocking off San Antonio would save the $1 billion instantly.
Yep, cash considerations with the go-ahead RBI single.
And it's 2-2 Detroit, Florida.
Yep, we could probably... I just like to stay in an inning till the inning ends.
Odd Ruru or Bubs is just going to, like, blow this open here.
Give California a chance to answer back.
That's shallow, but
Out.
deep enough for the sac fly. Wow, I thought that was too shallow, but I was wrong. 4-2. This has popped up. We can get out of here. Look at DBS taking care of business.
Yeah, my worst fear here is that we go on a little bit of a run, and then I'm the guy that's going to be pitching in, like, the semifinal or the final. Probably just get shelled.
I hope you don't get shelled. There, Dukeston, there was a book that was concurrent with Ender's Game about Beans, the character Beans, like written in that perspective, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this damn park. This can go here, I guess. I'm just gonna have to live with it. All right. Whatever, I'm blocking some of left field, that's fine. That's going to be popped up and popped out to center field. That was Spinosaurus Bill. Oh, you just ordered it? God, Uzi, I haven't read either of those two books in so long. I couldn't tell you much except some of the premise, basically, of the world. Oh, what a grab. That jump was nuts. Beautiful animation.
Dukeston, Children of the Mind is the final book of the series, and it is complete garbage.
Four-pitch
but there's
walk.
book 3, it was like Xeno something, was actually pretty decent. And Speaker for the Dead was the first sequel. Which, fun fact, Speaker for the Dead was supposed to be the original book. But as he was fleshing out the character's backstory, he got engaged writing that, and that's what became Ender's Game.
Huh. Oh, that's going to be a wild pitch. With Lou Williams at the plate. Lou will line out. Florida has a chance to take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Wait, California came back? No, they didn't. Someone false alarmed me in chat. Shame, shame. Let's see. God, look at Puerto Rico. Are you kidding me?
Did not think I'd be doing book reviews as Tahini, but I'm loving it.
Lemon Pepper Lou. Yeah, no, I love a good book report in chat or in the booth. That's a strikeout for Ryan Dinger. With Corin Abernathy still in the game, that's a ground out for Hunter. Giving up 2 so far with 5 strikeouts. And a line out from Hawkins straight to the center fielder. Can Detroit take that ever so elusive lead? They had one in the 2nd. They tied it in the 3rd. They had one in the 5th. They got tied it in the bottom of the 5th. That's a line out to Jam. Matt Komtowski on the mound for Florida. A fly out from Hirahara. This one's skied to left, same spot. Florida is officially on walk-off alert. Oh, the blanket's a UCF blanket, Tampa. Here comes Honcho. That's a base hit. Me too. I'm not biased at all. Back again. Boys to chest, back again. Strikeout. A grounder to second. 4-6, but not the 3. Bill. This one's popped up and popped out. And our first extra inning game of the tournament is brought to you by none other than these 2 teams that we've been staying on for about most of the rounds so far. Just because this game's been so good. Ruiz puts one in play for a base hit. Oh,
the 2 games have been blown open 6-2, 8-2. So.
Oh, and a wild pitch. Now you got a runner in scoring position, but that's a strikeout. Slamus 0 for 5 against a minor league team. Pretty rough. Dollarson drops one in right. They don't send Ruiz.
I got nothing there.
Wow.
I mean, I know they did it because it's only 1 out, but I still would have sent.
Nerd. A full count walk. Great eye from Nerd. Bases loaded for Shan. Strikeout looking. That pitch was... Oh, it was in the zone. The 6th pitch was right there. Williams. Shortstop steps on second. And we're going to the bottom of the 10th. They left the bases loaded. What? Florida trying to pull off a stunner here in the opening round. That's a base hit. From McLeod, and now Knopf with a base hit, and McLeod's taking off for third. Safe. A couple back-to-back hits. They get the lone out at first. A Dinger ground out, but they got 2 runners in scoring position. Only need 1 run. Hunter strikeout. Thorne Belfort.
Teed in, I'm so sorry.
Thorne Belfort gets back-to-back strikeouts in the bottom of the 10th. Fellas, this game's nuts. Going to the 11th. Jam. A strikeout looking.
Meanwhile, OPX Anchorage is still top of the 8th.
19-1. Good God. That's a full count strikeout. Florida pretty much depleting their bullpen, it seems. Hirahara.
These minor league teams have an infinite bullpen. The big problem here is Detroit is going to run out of pitches on Thorne Belfort, and then they're going to have to turn it over to some long reliever who's basically a minor leaguer. Then it's going to get spicy.
Yeah, that's better off over there. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, technically with every inning, Florida's odds go up.
It's true. Because, the minor league teams have... Yeah, they actually have more players. You can see here on the tracker, the handy-dandy tracker. That's a ground out. A quick inning of work for Rafferty Holman and the Flamingos. Are you kidding me? Shutting down the Detroit offense.
Thing I hate about the minors is even though they have 15 relievers, whenever a game is close like this, it will still leave the pitchers in until they have nothing left. It's like, you've got another 10 rested relievers. You can pull this guy. Like, no.
Yeah. It's fun
Just
watching
one of
the
the
Or it
live
should
oddity
be
games.
of
good
the
for
AI.
like
Unless you set the hook, like, really aggressive.
So a walk from back again was all they got this inning for Florida. Besides that, it was 3 outs. So now we're going to the 12th. And this game won't
Yeah, look,
end.
see? Coleman is still in with 34 pitches in a tie game, despite all the relievers they have.
They have 7 relievers available.
Yeah,
Now they have
He gets
6 because Barry Balls is in.
there we go.
That's 2 outs. Now it's a slamless line out to right. The 0-2 for Dollarson, and he flies out. Wow. So Detroit has not scored a run since the 5th. Florida has scored more recently. This is deep! Are you kidding me? Stephen McLeod! Your hero for Florida! Walk it off. And stunning the Detroit Demons at home. They have moved on to the Sweet 16, your only minor league team to beat a major league team. My bracket is busted, and we will pay
Oh,
out
everyone.
the prediction.
Someone had to have picked Florida. I mean, I didn't.
I mean, probably LP if there was anybody to pick it.
We're going to check
We're
here.
going to get a bracket check, I'm sure.
All right, predictions paid out. I'm sure that's the end of today, right? It's got to be. Yep. What time is it's 12:35 a.m. in the sim. The game started at 8:05, so 4.5 hours of baseball is now over. We're going to finish today. I'm going to go to world scores.
Not seeing any other really noteworthy.
I'm going to start scoring these quickly. Serge Hepcats is the first one on my screens. First one here on both screens. 5-1. Serge took care of business. That was a great game. For our first game, we're starting off hot.
Bracket busting makes me feel good.
God damn it. 6-2, Sloss win. Vandals win 6-0. Great start for the Vandals against a major league team. So no offense to the other majors teams that beat minors teams. They were, in my opinion, actually tested. But look at OBX, 19 runs. Where are they on mine? 19-4.
Their batters are going to need a rest day after that. That's a lot of running.
Yeah, it's a lot of runs. Boise won 6-1. They were also tested, so keep an eye on both those teams that actually beat majors teams. We had and the Stars as well. So pretty much it was all chalk minus the one matchup.
The one that we spent the most time watching, which fantastic.
Yeah, we got lucky as viewers. Apex, it was close
And
for a
everyone's
while.
Tahini bets are still completely unaffected.
Yep. DVS 14-2. Love to see it. Even though that's not a real test, no offense to the Kingpins.
Oh, by the way, I have finally lost money on a pari-mutuel after, 4 seasons of having them?
What? Oh, you're talking about for the
On
regular
on the World
season.
Series, I actually lost money for this year.
So you didn't actually, or the team you bet on didn't net you enough winnings, or you didn't
Correct.
bet? Okay, I figured. Crap.
One of the teams I bet on won, but it wasn't enough to cover my losses.
At least you probably didn't lose a lot then.
No.
How much did you lose?
20-something million.
Jeez. I mean, for
That's
us,
I bet 50 million, but I spread it across multiple teams. I try to make sure that the pari-mutuels are interesting,
love it. Flamingos, man. Wow. The only extra
And this
inning game.
year, I didn't bet any money on Other or Death Valley. Because the odds, like the amount of money that I would have to bet on them to make money, I was just like, nah, I'll just...
Yeah, and we weren't a good bid last year. Like we talked about this a little bit during the Tahini last year, where everybody said like, "Oh, you guys just won 70 games or 71 or how many ever we had won," and I said, "Yeah, but our pitching's going back like 3 notches on the dial for a season." And it really showed last year. We kind of got beat up at the start of the year, had some bad outings,
Oh,
and
I mean, so
we
bad.
rarely recovered until
And
the
then
All Star game. And then
Cancun,
we played like we should have been playing all season after the All Star game. So
This many
like
people
Tina
pick
and
the
I do a
Flamingos?
podcast in every preseason, and we both agreed that Cancun would be the third best team in that division. Just because I mean it was so close, and then DVS started really unlucky, and NOLA, underperformed just enough.
All right.
And
Well,
Cancun's looking better this year.
a lot of perfect brackets. I have to I'm typing you all on the tracker.
At this point, I would just put how many perfect brackets are remaining, because that's too many to type out individually, I think.
There's only 6. I'm almost done already.
I thought you said there was a lot.
D. Stevenson Jr. I type pretty fast. And then chain. And that's it. I feel like the users deserve to have their name on the screen.
3 of them have New York, and then 2 of them have Boise, and 1 has Indy and Cancun.
Nope, none of
Wait,
them
no,
have
I have to
DVS.
send-
Yeah, a lot of variety there. Yeah.
A lot of good variety, but no love for DVS out of the perfects. That's sad.
Well, to be fair, if to have a perfect bracket, you have to bet on some upsets. So the people that are perfect are going to be people that bet on underdogs to win.
Fair.
I do think like we have NOLA, and then if it goes by chalk, OBX, New York, and like Cancun, it's a long bad path for us. I didn't take us.
How did 6 people pick that correctly? That's insane. We've seen.
I mean, it's one of the worst majors teams this year
Fair.
playing on the road against a good minors team. Like, it's not an absurd pick.
It's not. I guess the road thing. Yeah, I guess they probably hail from Florida, if I had to guess.
Probably. Drink that Kool-Aid.
Drinking the Florida Kool-Aid. That's pretty cool. Well, congrats to the 6 of y'all. I tried to get y'all. I think I covered the spelling. If I misspelled somebody, let me know. We'll cover the top performers of the day. Aaron Henry went 3 for 5, a double, 3 ribbies, 3 runs scored, and a walk. Mo Love, 2 for 3. Oh, Loki was in chat. A double, a homer, 5 ribbies, and 2 runs scored. And Jerry Mander, perfect at the plate, 4 for 4, 2 bombs, 3 ribbies, and 2 runs scored against a majors team. So 2 of the top 3 performers did it against fellow majors teams. All 3 are majors players. My bracket's not that good. Dang, Black Baby Jesus with a 99.8 percentile. Wow. I hope you win the nation's challenge. That's crazy. So that concludes this sim day. Make sure there's games tomorrow. There are. Now we have to go into the schedule. First of all, I want to see what's the most hype matchup, would you say?
New Orleans versus DVS.
Yeah,
There's some nasty ones there. Some champ specials.
And by the way, this game right here is why I didn't pick Death Valley to win. They're on the road against New Orleans.
Yep,
It's a tall order. Cancun versus Indy, though, that's oof.
I kind of feel like Slothberg had our number last year.
Honestly,
too.
there are some massive Tahini implications on both of those games. I feel like we should start with Death Valley, New Orleans. I feel like that's the closer game. And there's a lot of good ones.
That's also
Providence.
the Twitch prediction. Please bet. Twitch prediction is live. It's only up for 2 minutes.
Need to flip the lemurs.
Lemurs need to host. Oh,
Lemurs are home.
Okay, let me go back to the majors. I just had to make sure that matchup was. Oh, they're here, the top one.
Yep.
Any others? Should the Stars be hosting the Sloths?
Stars versus Sloths. Nope. slots at 61, stars at 60. That's fine. Toros should be hosting the Apex.
Yep, they had a bye.
Bruce City should be hosting OBX.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now.
What about
Boise hosting the Crabs?
Yep, I was going to say Boise should be hosting.
And everything else looks right.
And what about that lone minor league matchup?
Dillos were like a 70 win team, so
Oh, yeah.
I think they were 71 or something like that. Yeah.
Wow. How's that Twitch prediction going? Okay, we got some money, more money than the first round, so that's good. We are in the Sweet
So just
16.
make sure Cancun is the home team now against Indianapolis?
Yes. Wait.
Okay.
Did I fix that?
I thought
Yeah.
you did, but I wasn't sure. That's why I was asking you to confirm.
Yeah, Cancun is hosting. That's accurate, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. You're good.
Thank you. Twitch prediction's almost done. It's literally at the very last bit before it's locked, and it's officially locked. We got a beautiful bracket ahead of us, folks. We got Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, and Championship coming up. Colby, you mentioned that you think the top matchup to start with is DVS NOLA. But let's see in chat. Who in chat?
I mean, there's some other really good ones. Like I wouldn't be upset with a lot of these.
I don't know why this bar is red, but it could be a Tahini thing. Oh, Dillos, that's true. We need the
I mean, Dillos, Vandals, yeah.
All right, let's go real time sim and then pause it.
I mean, Lemur Surge is a really good one too. Like
Yes.
And Buffalo does have by TPE their worst pitcher starting this game. So just to
Who?
hype that matchup a little bit, Rocket Whiskey.
Oh,
is
you
their youngest
guys.
pitcher.
That's right. That's a ground out for Walker. EVC now. A ground out against Harold Smith of the Dillos. That is a McLovin single. Phillip, a sharp grounder, ground out. The fielder's choice out. And we are in the bottom of the first. The first chatter to get us to watch a game said Dillos. That chatter has now been made whole because they get to watch the Dillos. That's a base hit for Stickman. It was Joshua Jew, if I'm not mistaken. That's a ground out for Hughes.
God, Florida's up on New York, 3-1.
Shut up. Really? I wasn't looking.
Somebody survives that for a bracket buster. I give up.
No, New York's already got 2 on. That's a ground out for Walterson, and we should jump straight there, should we?
It's the first inning.
It's already 5-run score.
It sounds like that game's going to be going for a while.
Speed.
They got the out at home. Did they get the double? The double!
Oh.
The 3-2-3.
And that was a slow double, too.
Yeah, they turned 2. Unreal. Florida.
Hey, Dari, it's time for leg day, man.
The darling of of this year's Tahini so far. Faber with a strikeout. Bill with a strikeout. And McLeod, wow, that's vengeance from, gosh, Cove.
I don't know. Like, that was a lot of pitches burned.
True.
I mean, you're at 40 pitches after 2 innings against a minors team.
Where can I put this safely? There's nowhere to put this. Because this is going to block that.
There you go. I like that better. Yeah.
Up here, blocking the text.
that's-
I like looking at the text. Maybe over here. No, because that's blocking left field. Okay, here's good.
I like her the best.
There we go. I love seeing the difference in relievers. That's a ground out for Dog. A walk for Angel. Strikeout for Otage. Florida still leads. We saw them a lot last round. Dillos are up. With Vandal's got a runner in scoring position.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty nasty lead if you're the Vandals. It's a pop out for Lancel. Walker swinging way late. The knuckle curve from Harold Smith. That's a strikeout from EVC. Wow, full count. The Vandals made the playoffs in the majors.
Yeah, Walkers and EVC, they both won Silver Sluggers. Like, they were very, very good this season.
That's
Legends
crushed.
West actually claimed both wildcard spots this year, which,
Is
man,
rare.
I don't know how far back I'd have to go to find the last time that happened.
Andy Beans, couple quick outs. Now full count walk. That was Love. They got the out. Looks like they were off the bag, but I guess their foot was down. That will end. Buffalo's, the pitching situation is helping. Because now you're leaving your better pitchers for later in the tournament. That's a ground out for McLovin. Phillip. That's a walk. Burgers. Are they going to turn two? They will.
Scoreless through 4.
Florida, New York is tied as well. And this game is gnarly. The Dillos hosting the... They were the overall number 1? Or no?
No, the Lemurs were 1.
Lemurs.
Dillos were tied for 4th with 71.
That's right.
And Bruce, you won it all.
And that's a base hit for Line Court. Andy B. Oh, beautiful pitch out. The easy gun down from...
Don't know about minor league speed versus major league arms. That's questionable.
Yeah, not the best decision there, but they're winning, so who am I to question them? That's a strikeout for Mander. Strange. They won't be at the throw. Hirschkish. That's a base hit. Third of the day for
Rookie
Vancouver.
of the year.
There you go, Akshay. And the hit and run, it paid off the full count. Lancel with a single. That's deep. Will they tie it up with a swing? Oh, they will. What attempt, though, from right field to grab it, but it wasn't good enough. Brooks Walker starting 0 for 2, and that's a big swing. That ties it up 3-3. What a home run. And maybe they'll open it up here. That's an EVC single. First hit of the day for Enrique. Now McLovin Jr. That's a ground out. And we could probably zoom out a little bit. Take a peek. What are we thinking about OBX Bears, y'all?
And there's that 6th already. That game is cruising.
Yeah.
Orleans DVS is close too.
Nashville, how many people have them as the champion? I feel like a lot. I could check, actually.
Hopefully 0. Wait, what?
Oh, wait, they had a bad year. Wait.
Oh, no, they did fine.
No, I was like, what?
Crapping on them because they
You
beat
don't
us.
like them. Oh, yeah, I was going to say. I see a few people. I see one person, at least. A couple. Okay, I see a couple. Okay, so a couple. That would be early to lose your champion if they drop this one to the Sloss. Cancun in a tight one with Indy. Oh, and the matchup of the day. We haven't even checked in. Maybe we should. DVS New Orleans. But God, OBX Bears. You got to think OBX is going to put up some runs. Providence with bases loaded. That would be a massive upset, in my opinion.
I think the Bears had the minor league pitcher of the year, so arguably they've got one of the better built pitchers down there.
And they walked in a run. The Phantom is in a heap of trouble. There's only one out recorded. We jump in and we get straight into a walked-in run.
Right into the heart of their order, too.
Oh, and that's a strikeout swinging. Yep. But that's huge. That's a huge loss for the Crabs. Oh, and that squeaks past the first baseman. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. I like the animation in 25. It shows a poor throw from right. And it's a tie ball game. And the ground out, but the Crabs. This would be a stunner for Boise. And this OBX game's in the 7th.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Welcome back. No games have gone to final. Vancouver is... They did tie it up, but now the Dillos with a couple on. Oh, boy.
Also, that Providence-Boise game has a chance to take out a serious competitor as well.
Yep, we were talking about that. And a ground out and then a line out from Love, but the Dillos, they left 2 on, but they do score a run to take the lead. This game is just giving us all sorts of entertainment. That's a walk for Phillip. That's a base hit for Burgers. First of the day for Danny. And they move the runner to third. Mander, this has got to be deep enough for a sac fly, and it will be. So that sac fly ties it up here in the 6th. Struggling. And a base hit for Strange. Will they pour it on? Oh, I don't think they will. 3-6. Oh, but not the 3. The balk!
Oh, the balk!
Blahaj.
Can't think they're doing a balk.
Blahaj. A balk is when you. And it's 5-4 Vandals due to the balked in run. All right, we get back out of... Oh, my goodness. We have to go to OBX, I think. Oh, and DVS has a base
sitting
run.
there.
Yeah.
We haven't checked in yet. It's late, and it's great. It's OBX Bears, Sweet 16.
Sure, we came in just in time for Shrimp to... Okay, never mind.
The first time this happened, but it's wild to see majors come closer to elimination in the second round than in the first.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. After the Bears, you would think they'd have a disadvantage having to wait.
Yeah.
OBX scored too many runs in the first.
I told you the
game.
batters are all tired from running the bases all day.
The 6-4-3, Steve Duke. Grounded into a 6-4-3, Paj Baba.
That's Van. I see you. That's one of our prospects for the Surge.
Unreal. The Bears. Can they do it? Can they be the second team to pull it off here? The feat of beating a major league team from the minors. That's a quick 2 outs, though, from Nansen. Make it 3 straight outs. So now we're in the top of the 9th. Voyagers are ahead by 4. That's probably an insurmountable lead. Oh, this is deep, but not deep enough for Henry. Oh, Richards.
To set the table for the bottom here, Zekto was the minor league World Series MVP, I believe. So he's going to be first up to bat when the Bears get up here.
And I just realized to play on words from Satchel O. Richards, and that's going to be a strikeout from Power Little Bark. I won't say the play on words. It's inappropriate. Here comes Chekto. A strikeout. Nansen dealing against...
I oversold that.
Well, no, you didn't. It was a great at-bat. Look at all the pitches. It was a battle of the ages between Nansen and Chekto. Here comes Eschenbaugh. That's a base hit. Walk-off alert. Sound the alarm. I wish I had like an alarm I can hit on my desk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a base hit for Mello. Oh, and they advance both runners. And will the Bears do it with 2 on? They change pitchers. Alejandro. Oh, and the dribbles. The catcher picks it up. Finally, they get their second out. Tweedlecock? Oh, and the intentional walk. Okay, so force out at every base for Levine, who's 0 for 3 in this ball game. A strikeout from Alejandro Abbasi. And guess what, folks? Our second extra inning game of the day. Both are from majors versus minors. We are going to just, before we move forward, DVS, yes. Let's go.
Also, I was just about to say that if this game ends after a short extras, this one could very well still be going.
Blow pop in the chat? 2 homers? What?
But what about Indy Cancun? Are we going to jump in there real quick? Since it's bottom of the 9th?
Yeah, I mean, they got a runner on. Might as well.
Yeah, we don't want to miss a walk-off, folks. This is the only downside of red zone style. You just get too caught up in trying to figure out, without PIP, how to navigate the stream. But here we are, Cancun. A lot of people, they're champion, and correct me if I'm wrong, Colby, I think you mentioned they're the number 1 bet team or the number two in the parimutuel, in the casino.
Yeah, Cancun was number 2, DVS number 1.
So DVS looks like they're running away, even though that game's not over.
But honestly, both of these teams are in it. And remember, Nolo had 10 million on them, and they're currently losing. So, like, there's massive implications this round, no matter what happens.
Yep. And here we go. Azza at the plate. McKenzie on first. Romeo McFlores pitching for Indy. Here we go. And that's a line out to left. Brolina. And a quick ground out. We're going to go to extras here, but we're going to back out if we can. Because we have... Okay, that game only recorded an out so far. OBX Bears. Boise Providence is tied bottom of the 8th, so that still has some time. NOLA has a chance to tie it up in the 8th. Nashville in their last chance. That would be a pretty big... not an upset because Sloss are hosting. They're better by... I think they were better by 1 game.
Yeah, they're very close, yeah.
Buffalo, the Colby masterminding with the pitch counts is paying off. He was the only one that submitted changes, unless I missed some in my messages. I did not. Thank God. That makes me paranoid. But we should. I don't even know where to go. Probably back to OBX BCB.
It has the most drama.
It's further than the other extra inning game by 1 out only, of course.
Well, Haj Boba's still in, and he hasn't thrown that many pitches. He's got through 2 innings with 23 pitches. That's pretty damn good.
Top of the order, Harper strikes out. Yeah, I mean, you would think top batters, you got to get something going. Garbanzo lines out. Here we go. Bottom of the 10th. Just want to back out real quick. We're going to stay here, obviously, but... Okay, Indy's got a base runner. New Orleans...
San Antonio over Nashville's a final.
Okay, thank you. Yep, you're right. And also New York took care of business. Amarillo's got a base runner. That's a tying run at the plate. Boise, 2 outs. New Orleans, they put a run on the board, so they're only down 2. And Indy with a base runner. But the only game that has a chance to walk it off right now is Brew City. We'll check there. Maybe go out by out or something. That's a strikeout. Maybe go 2 outs here. 2 quick strikeouts. Indy Cancun is also in the bottom of the 10th. Bro. Why? This is so difficult. We'll stay here just because there's only 1 out left. Also,
looks like DVS is a final 7-6.
Really?
I think it showed it was a done.
Yeah, that didn't look final to me. It was still going.
Okay, so we're in the top of the 11th. That was a strikeout. That was quick.
Oh, okay, never mind. 9th, I thought it was done.
Woo! Okay, so DVS gave up 2 runs in that half inning in the 8th. That's not a good sign for things to come for them because New Orleans is getting hot at the right part of the game. Cancun with 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. Can they walk it off? Would be our second walk-off of the stream, and it won't be.
You better do something here. They got the commissioner and Rowdy coming up.
Boise with walk-off alert, bottom of the 9th. We're going to check on this one real quick. Boise,
Please.
in a tight one with the Crabs. That's going to drop. That's a base hit for Ingram. Bon appetit, cold hitter. Against LaHarm James, another balk!
Another balk!
Strikeout. Okay, that one went to extras. That I saw Indy scored. Yep. Indy scored 2-1.
Oh, no.
All right, so... Oh, and the Dillos tied it up?
What
Are you
is this
kidding?
round?
Bruh. What is going on? What game do we watch? The Bears have a base runner. The Dillos tied it up. This is the most chaotic round I think ever.
I think we watched the Bears. They've got a positive count. They're 2-1. They got a runner on.
That's true.
They can move the runner, do some things here.
New Orleans also on walk-off alert because they have a base runner. They can win it with one swing, but you're right. The Bears do have a base runner with no outs. That's a base hit. Oh, my goodness. Ashenbaugh. Sato. Fake bunt. Oh, now 2 strikes. You can't bunt now. It's lined out to left. I'm so scared of the other games. Hold on. The Dillos have a runner in scoring position. Oh my God, the Rougarou, they tied it up and they got 2 on. What is going on? Oh, and the Toros, they're in their last shot. Bears got 2 base runners. Dillo's got a runner in scoring position. Boise's got an out. Sloss won 4-2, if anyone cares. I mean, there's so much going on, you probably don't. Yeah, this is insane. I wish I could save this moment. This is why we do it. Okay. No picture in picture. So we can't be mad if we miss something. It's literally the witching hour, right, of the Sweet 16. I have no clue, y'all, because New Orleans got 2 base runners.
I feel like you've got the Indy Cancun is the only one that we know will end if there's not a score.
That's true.
Like DVS New Orleans could go another 5 innings for all we know.
But we could miss so many walk-offs. There's 1, 2, 3 games with a potential walk-off.
But
so can Cancun, though, technically.
Yeah.
We haven't seen this game. Have we? Do DVS New Orleans?
Oh,
no, we haven't.
2 on base, only 1 out. Good call.
We haven't even seen it yet, so I think it's fair just to jump in real quick. They also are on a crazy rally because they were down 7-4. Now it's 7-7. Strikeout Mills. A walk for Alou. Tim Cramblin in for DVS.
No, not Cramblin.
And the ground out. And we're going to extras. We're going to back out if we can, please.
We're in so much trouble.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. A walk-off wild pitch. The Dillos win it.
I mean, they're the 2-run home run followed by.
Right, the 2-run home run was the big part, but the walk-off wild pitch, palindrome scoring at the end. Okay, so that game went to final.
An intentional walk. Oh.
Yep, intentional walk of Walter Walterson. Fielder's choice at second, ground ball. Palindrome moves to third. Unreal. First palindrome doubles, then an intentional walk. Palindrome moves to third, then a wild pitch. First throw, right? First pitch of the last plate appearance of the game. Wow.
Shrub was just terrible there. Sorry to whoever that is. You just crap the bed.
Okay, so OBX Bears is in the 12th, still scoreless. Cancun, they scored a run. Now they can win it. This is insane. I'm sorry we missed a walk-off. So that's the second walk-off technically of the night. We just didn't happen to see it. We were in a good game. They had so many people on base for a tie game. Can't blame us. Okay.
You go to Cancun? They're the only one in the bottom?
Yeah, they're the only one in the bottom right now. Good call. And they did score already, so there's a propensity to score again. Aza, a strikeout. And from going to the 12th. Unreal. What is going on? This game is broken. Okay, now we got Bears in the bottom. I don't think we're going to have any perfects after that final, by the way, the Dillos. Maybe.
The wildness continues, yeah.
Strikeout for Levine. Croft will fly out. McThick. That's because it's ran on 25.
I'd like to point out that OBX has 1 rested reliever left.
Oh, my goodness. They're screwed the rest of the tournament then. Boise in the bottom, New Orleans in the bottom, and Cancun in the bottom.
Well, there's other teams facing difficulties there as well. I can't imagine DVS has a lot left after giving up 7 runs this game.
No, and if we had Ray Xavier in and then it went to Cramblin, that means we've already used.
That's what I'm saying.
And at Keith, so now Sue's out already, which I'll be in the game shortly by the sounds of it.
I have no clue where to go. There's a full count here for this one. So maybe see what they do with it. It's Bonga. A walk.
Oh.
Can we go pitch by pitch? It's deep! And that will do it!
All right, win.
Tommy Callahan! Opposite field for the win. Boise. They skate by Providence with a walk-off 2-run blast in the bottom of the 11th inning. Tommy C. Big time. Wow, I feel validated on that choice.
It was a good call.
Made up for that poor call earlier. Okay, so now that's 3 walk-offs in this tournament. We're not even done with the Sweet 16 with more possibly to happen. OBX, you got to think they're going to score. They're not, like, this is insane. They're good enough to score 19 last game. But like,
yeah.
In the top of the inning, though, we could go to where are we at? The
I'd go
orders
Nola.
here.
That's the one's at least at bottom of the 10th.
Yeah. Yeah, with at least a pitch thrown. The other one is also bottom.
Oh, actually, is Kuhn at the bottom as well?
Yeah, they're both on the bottom, but at least this had a pitch thrown.
Okay.
Savage, a hit off Cramblin. A strikeout. Wow, great speed. 99-mile-an-hour slider. Can they get the 2? They won't. They got the fielder's choice. Oh, and Bears have a base runner. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Folks. A runner in scoring position. Oh, that's OBX. Never mind. That's top. Cancun has a base runner. So does New Orleans. But Cancun has no outs yet. Let's go here.
I'd say, like, Cramblin's in trouble here. Like, this is not good. They're coming into the heart of the NOLA order.
And that's a pop out from Guile. And Guile's one of their better hitters. So
take that, punk.
OBX does have 2 base runners. Finally. That game's got to end at some point. Wait.
What?
Cancun won? Did we?
Oh, crap.
They walked. Somebody hit a home run. There was the runner on first with nobody, with nobody out.
A
with
starting
nobody out.
pitcher. Wait, that's the teamless Dub City, right?
I was just about to say that League Health Committee has been talking all day about the fact that we have an 1,800 TPE player.
It's a gimmick.
Who is not going to be on a roster next year.
Yeah, he set himself up for that, and I was talking to some GMs.
That has certainly been acknowledged, but it's been a discussion of note.
Tampa Tarpons, I'll explain. So he made a novelty career where he has to only sign 1-year contracts, and he can't re-sign with the same team that next year. So he can go back to that team later, but only 1-year contracts, no extensions. And now he's at a spot. He's a center fielder. So teams are typically filling up their batting positions. I made the point earlier in management that if it was a pitcher, they'd more likely to be signed. But I was also told that probably also wouldn't have been the case here.
Well, the timing of it is just really weird because, some draft classes are stronger than others. And even though his was a relatively weaker draft class, for some reason, teams are really strong right now. The worst team in the league by TPE, I'm not making predictions yet. The worst team in the league is still at 14,000 TPE, which is really high.
That's good.
Yeah. And I made the note in the fantasy Discord that I think one of the reasons that he's not signed right now is that the game's just broken open.
Finally, OBX scores. They haven't scored. It's 2 a.m. The game started at 8:05. It's 2 a.m. and OBX finally scored against a minor league team. That's the Tahini for you folks. And the Bears. Oh, and DVS has a couple base runners, but let's see if the Bears can do something here. In the bottom of the 13th, strikeout. Ryan Stryker Jr. against Boucher. Check toe. Strikeout. OBX by the skin of their teeth. Oh, but that's a walk.
The traditional O.
Nola got out of it by the looks of it, so.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, good catch. And that runner was on third, too. Who else?
There it is.
All right.
Yeah.
OBX.
To continue my thought, season 50 was a very huge class for anybody who wasn't paying attention to class sizes.
It was, yeah.
And now all the people that's my class that I was in, and everybody in that class just went on a real contract. So they're off their minor league contract if you signed a max minor league contract. So now there's just like 40-ish players that needed to get paid. So everybody has probably at least one or two people from season 50 on their roster,
And they had to pay.
and they just had to give them probably anywhere from 10 to whatever million.
It wasn't just 50 though. 47 through 50 were all solid. And so that's
Yep.
why
we
I'm saying is,
bunkered
like,
down,
the
bro.
bad
That's
teams
what.
right here-
That was the end of my era of bunkering down on recruiting. And, I mean, KP did an incredible job this past offseason with all the posts that we got. So shout out to him. But I remember 47 to 50, I really stepped it up. And that's going to be a pop-out from Gnomes. Plus 50 is a milestone season, so we had a bunch of people come back for that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which adds to it. Bang. Oh, and is that an error? And it is. That's untimely for DVS. Bang will reach first on an error. Romeo Rosas pitching for DVS. It's a savage pop out. Slow roller. They get the out at second. Very good throw.
Okay.
Great throw from
Talk
Lamborghini.
about that.
Oh, and that's over the center fielder. That hit the wall in center. Oh, and they keep the runner
for a second,
parked
I thought he
at
was
third.
going.
Steel flex with a clutch at bat. Will Days and Guile win it for NOLA and ruin my bracket? A grounder to short and a ground out, and DVS gets to see another day.
All right, Rosas is their last rested pitcher. He's at 18 pitches now.
Both teams are out of relievers.
But Death Valley's is a little bit healthier in pitch count, which could be making the difference in this game.
Yep, so they're both on their
Yep.
last pitcher in the at least in the bullpen. That's Lamborghini with a walk.
See, they need to pull Phil Topaldi, but they don't have anyone left.
Yep, but that's a great out there because now there's 2 outs. But Bass Reeves to come up to hit. That's going to drop in the gap. DVS finally in the 13th take a lead, but they've done that before. In the 8th, they took a lead. Didn't matter. Now in the 13th, they score, and it's a wild pitch. Essence at the plate. Phil Topaldi, 42 pitches in. And Essence will reach first
Like I
with
said,
the walk.
I called it. They needed to pull him, but
Wait.
there was just nothing.
Is this the first OTP where you can notice the height differences? Essence
I
must
don't know.
be
He's
super
crouching,
short.
so I think it's just the stance.
No, Essence was like looking real short. Let me see. What's their height? Yeah, 5 feet. Yeah, I noticed. Wow, finally an OTP where I can
Again,
notice.
Essence is only shorter because of the stance. Look at the.
But she's 5 feet.
That
It's either
I'm saying
tinier, like
animation
they're
wise.
a lot skinnier.
True.
I'm saying animation wise, they're the same height, but one is crouching.
Also, I don't think they're allowed to be 5 feet. Oh, but separate
I think they
conversation.
got fixed or something midway through the season.
Okay.
After they got fixed on an audit. She mentioned it in War Room.
The catcher's way shorter than the batter. My voice cracked. Thank you, Dukeston. And here comes Teddy G. TG19. This is deep. Oh, boy. That's gone. It's a 3-run blast. 400 feet of straight power. And DVS
I'm
is
gonna
starting
lose
to
so much
run
money.
away with this one. Small strikes
Finally.
out looking. And now DVS created a cushion. However, like we mentioned, you don't have a backup option for Rosas now.
Rosas has the pitches to finish the inning unless something goes horribly wrong. So it's a much better situation.
Williams ground out. That helps. This is popped up and popped out from Bullworm.
See,
And they're down to their final out. Mills. And a line out. And DVS, after depleting their entire pen and having to go 13 innings, they get the win to advance to the Elite Eight. What a round.
Oh, wow, they put
Best
that.
round in Tahini history, in my opinion.
All right, so NOLA and Nashville were eliminated. Who else? Indianapolis.
Vancouver
Providence.
over Amma.
Vancouver.
Vancouver to losing to Amma.
All right, I'm going to hit finish.
So that's $16.9 million of the Tahini that are now dead. No users have been knocked out, though.
All right, we're going to go score these. We're going to go world scores. So no users have been knocked out, but obviously teams
Yeah.
that were bet on have been knocked out. Cool.
Correct.
All right, so Lemurs got knocked out. They lose 9-2. Cancun Indy. That game was gnarly. All of these were gnarly, really, except for like 2 games. 4-2 was the final. And you got DVS New Orleans. On my screen, I want to take care of them on here.
Just on that screen cap there, 12 inning game, 13 inning game, 13 inning game.
Yeah, insane. Like, I was very comfortable DVS losing only because, like, they obviously played really hard and played well. Like, they did everything they could. So I was cool with it. I mean, the result was good because they're my champion. 1-0 is insane. Just because they scored 19 the game before, but they used up all their runs. That happens in real life.
A bunch of us just had like Pyrrhic victories where it's like the next game it's going to show if the starter gets knocked out in like the 6th or the 7th, that like there's going to be nothing in the pens in some of these teams.
Yeah, the next round's going to be absolutely a bloodbath for these pitching staffs. I feel bad for a lot of these teams.
It's so great. Having done literature reviews, now let's move on to history. Like to see a GM like in a post-game conference, another victory like this, and we shall lose the Tahini. Like,
yeah,
that was from Pierce regarding the Pyrrhic victory.
Sloss won 4-2. A game that flew way under the radar.
I know.
It got outshadowed by so many different matchups, really. And last but not least, of course, we saw this one go to final live on stream. Providence Boise. Tommy Callahan went yard for the win. 5-3 final. And now we're looking at top performers. Center fielder. 6 2/3, 1 hit, 1 earned. Wow, a pitcher getting some love. Okay, a couple pitchers. 11 strikeouts. And Kim Ji-woo, double-digit strikeouts as well. 6 1/3, 2 hits, 0 earned. Unreal. And a walk. And Stickman from the Dillos, perfect at the plate against a major league team. 4 for 4, a double, a homer, 4 RBI, 2 runs scored, and a walk. That, my friends, is one of the best performances you'll ever see in the Tahini ever. Right here, Stickman. And we're going to hit save. That's incredible.
Hey, will you do me a favor and remove the Dillos from the Tahini?
No.
Well, Dukeston wanted me to do a Napoleon reference, so I figured like to see an underdog advance their status and overcome adversity, only to have it all taken away from them, like Napoleon did for the revolution.
Crazy. Great.
Oh, and Boise went to extras too. Yeah, because we needed another extras game. Yeah.
Literally all these, like, again, best individual round in Tahini history by far. We've never seen this many good games go to extras.
Yeah, not to extras. We had one there, 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago, where like 2 or 3 minors teams won in this like round.
Yeah, went far.
That was kind of awesome, but
all right. I did score all the bets. I want to get the prediction going while I show the update on the bracket challenge. Make sure there's games tomorrow. There are 8 teams remain. That means we got 4 matchups. I'm gonna hit save. We're gonna do a prediction. What's the best matchup here? Boise, New York.
I mean, that is a good one.
New York's got a big advantage because they didn't have to go to extras.
Boise, New York's like a payback match. It was.
I think DVS OBX is good too, but we just did a. Oh wait, I have to do the prediction. Oh yeah,
I'd love to get some search time, and that's not a bad game, but I do think the New York game's a better one.
Oh, someone did it for me. Thank you, whoever finished that. Unless it was me and I just forgot. I don't think it was me. Well, let's do Boise, New York. Buffalo, if y'all advance, we'll do one next round. That's true. Sauce and Buffalo went normal, so they should both be pretty even keel. Yeah, we'll do that one, actually. I think Boise's going to be run into a major disadvantage, in my opinion. Who will... Buffalo. And then while this is going, I'll do the home and away and the start times. All right, let's get to the schedule. That was really fun, that round. All right, let's do the start times first. Okay, good. Let's go back here.
Oh, and by the way, could you move Whiskey to the bullpen?
I will do that here in a second. Buffalo, San Antonio, who should be hosting?
San
San Antonio.
Okay. DVS Outer Banks.
PBS.
Yep.
And
Okay.
Voyagers, that's right.
Yep.
What was the other one?
It's going to be Dillos
It's
Cancun.
Dillos.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Wow, perfect.
the Dillos.
Wait a minute. Dillos should be hosting that. Okay, they
Yeah,
are.
they are.
Good.
Okay, well, now we're going to check the bracket update, the standings. Vigilante, no perfects. I have to update my tracker. Because score potential would say 74. We don't have any more 74s. So I'm going to go update that real quick. Sorry to all y'all. No $1 billion injection to your bank account. No maximum season predictions. None of that. Y'all made it far, though. A lot of seasons we don't have any after the opening round. So kudos to y'all. But Vigilante is winning with New York as their champion. Right behind them, literally right behind them, is B-Fan with a higher score potential. It's the Sloss as their champion. Spidey also right on their trail with a tied in score with B-Fan, but lower score potential, which puts them lower. Spidey is right there with Cancun as their champion. So, and I'm in 12th. I'll take it. Bianca's in 41st. Sad. That's pretty good. Top half. Foot is in 106th. I'm sorry. Who's your champion? Oh, the Hepcats. Well, I could see why. But I love fun brackets like that. And predictions done.
Hey, to be fair, Kansas City was a monster in the playoffs this year. So, like, I get the joke. Like, they upset so many good teams.
Yeah, but he had KC and then he had the Crabs, the other top 4 teams. So
Yeah.
Who'd you want to move to the bullpen? Whiskey?
Yeah.
With what role?
Just normal. Middle relief normal.
Middle relief normal. Perfect. I'm going to hit save.
Yeah, you'll notice I only had to throw 70 pitches, so he still has a little bit left in the tank.
Smart. And we're going to go. So Kaufman's on the mound for the Buffalo. We'll check out these matchups against Mike Boss, Arcanum and Woods, Jones and the Kid, and Pecora and Flop Quads. And we'll do a real-time sim. Then hit pause. Chat, I see Hepcats, but they're not playing. If I see a team name, we'll jump to them as long as it's in Twitch chat. It has to be in Twitch chat. Somebody, Bueller. Raptors.
Yep.
Perfect. Oh, and they got
Solid
a base
pick.
runner. Here we go. I can relax a bit now. That end of the... Oh, bobbled ball. Already scored with an error, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
uh-oh.
Strikeout for Hopkins. Strikeout for Dan as well. They had bases loaded, no
Wow.
outs. Boo.
How do you mess that up?
Who's getting booed? Why are the Voyagers fans booing? Very strange. Anyways.
Boise travels well, I hear.
Yeah. Angel, that's a great hit. You got to think they're going to take off here for third. So, Otage.
And the funny part is, despite loading the bases, Woods was still under 20 pitches.
Wow. And that's a full
Oh,
count.
was that caught? No, it wasn't. It must have hit the wall.
Yeah, it hit the wall, so that's the first run of the day. That's a Voyagers run. Outage with a RBI double. That's a fly out. We'll finish this inning and we'll back out, actually. That's a ground out for Nolan. So we'll stay here for the first 2 innings. That's a Napatit fly out. Strikeout from Johnston. Strikeout from Allen. Good work from Woods. Skatos. Oh, Buffalo took a 2-0 lead. Skatos with a fly out. Hidari with a ground out. And that's a base hit for Tomato. That's a strikeout for Sumadog. We'll back out of here. Cancun only up by a run. This is the game we all bet on. So we haven't seen much of either of these two teams at all, if at all. I don't think we have at all.
No, we haven't been doing extras.
Florida with the strike.
I mean, to be fair, SAS did take out a very good Nashville team.
That's true. We didn't get to watch that at all.
It just somehow was only the 4th most exciting game on a wild day.
Yeah, one of the least exciting games of the 4-2 final. 2 really good teams. That's a strikeout.
Yeah.
Littleton. Oh, wait.
Ooh.
I haven't seen that animation. A bobbled, lined hit.
Ugh.
An error. So now 2 base runners after the Kell single. Brown to second. They get the out
Okay.
at second.
For
Fielder
a moment, I
strikes.
thought that throw was going to be late.
Yeah, the
Animation
animations
is
are weird.
really wonky on that.
Not even a throw at first to try to end the inning, so the Sloths do get a run across. That's a Tranto RBI technically. And a pop out from Marcus, so we're going to go top of the 4th.
Waiting for Splorger to call him off and drop another ball.
Oh, look at the number of pitches Boss has already thrown.
Yep, 55 here in the 4th. That's
Well, that's after 3 innings.
Too
Never
quick.
mind. That's not horrible.
2 quick outs. Oh, whoops. I'll click something on my other screen, and that's going to be
Oh, Mayo, you
Mayo.
should have. He had a free walk handed to him, and he chose to swing.
Woofington ground out. And a fly out from Dynasty to left. O'Sullivan Jr. ground out. So quick work for Kaufman. We'll take a peek at. Oh, this game's tied. New York.
Oh, New York. Holy
Pounding
crap.
Boise. We talked about that. I'm glad we didn't go with that for the Twitch prediction. Montalban. Both these teams went deep last game. OBX going even further by innings, but both teams depleted their pens, and that's a base hit for Chaz. They score a run. Montalban moves to third. That's a double for Chaz. And it's 2-1 DVS. Oh, and a wild pitch. Wombat Jones. Pretty high in pitch count so far, 70. And will this be a sac fly? And it will be. Chaz will run home, and it's 4-1 DVS. And a ground out from Reeves. That will end the 4th. Neither team really has much left in their pen. That's a ground out from Aaron Henry. We'll stick here for the rest of the 5th. Oh, Richards, strikeout. Powerball, Little Bark strikes out as well. Essence lines out to center. Teddy G will line out to center. Smalls.
Nice quick inning for OBX there. They needed that.
The stream is still going, right? Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
So we could probably back out, even though there's really no good game on.
I mean, no good game. Oh,
Probably
never
checking
mind.
on the Dillos.
Yeah, Buffalo.
It was 2-1 just a second ago.
Buffalo up 4-1. DVS also up 4-1. Cancun up 3-0. And New York up 5-1. We haven't seen this game at all. We haven't. Oh, we did see Cancun last round. I was going to say we didn't see much of them, but we did. It's a walk for Ohi Cal. We learned from OBX, don't put up 20 runs against a minor league team. That's our clear, not cloudy RBI, because that will hurt you in the next round. Finally an out. Wart records that ground out. Oh, and a base hit from McGillicuddy. And this is getting ugly. It's going to be 6-0. Cancun. 4-6. Oh, they can't show any other games because the Dillos are hosting.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. We're backing out. That's lost
that's
score.
Made it one game closer.
DVS with base runners. That's the closest game, so we should go there.
And also the furthest into it, like it's in the 7th, the rest are 6.
Great call. We're moving through this round compared to last round. A walk for Buckshank. Carey grounds it to a double play. Splorger lifts one in the gap, hits the wall, left center. Going for 3. Slides head first, safe. That's a triple.
Just didn't run all the way home.
And wow, a base hit for Avada Kedavra. A standing double, and they score that run from third. It's 5-2.
Cadavra has low-key had 2 great seasons in a row for Buffalo. It's a real shame.
O'Sullivan Jr. starts us off after the 7th inning stretch with a double. Kaufman hasn't left the game. That's a Stewart strikeout. Littleton.
No, we need a long start from him this game because we pulled our last 2 pitchers early.
That's true with the low pitch counts. Kell, though, strikes out, and it's still 5-2. That's a line out from Tomlin. Strikeout for Alou. Strikeout for Mio. Pitching change. Yep, Frigdelling.
Wow, they pulled Kaufman really early.
And New York is absolutely destroying Boise as we predicted. Oh, that's deep. Goodbye baseball. Hayden Trantow. That one went solo to left, 358 feet. It's 5-3. Strikeout for Marcus. Wolfington will also strike out. Buffalo last chance to add insurance. Tonkamado ground out. Leonidas long pipe pitching for San Antonio. Oh, that's over the first baseman. Caught up in that little corner in foul territory. That's going to be a double for Buckshank, who is absolutely on fire. Kelly with a walk. Oh, this is crushed. Demolished by Dimply Splorger into the stands in right field. And that may be the dagger for the Slavs.
Yeah.
And another hit, Cadavra. Oh, but got picked off at first. Oh, and a base hit for Thriller. 2
That's
for
a shame,
5 on the
too.
day.
Because that would have sent him to third.
That's a ground out for Tomlin, and last chance for San Antonio. They're down big here, down 5. Oh, and that's deep, but foul?
Great, dude.
Interesting animation to show it, but I like it. Kept us on our seat, or on the edge of our seats. It's a ground out, though, for out number 1. That is lined out to center for out number 2, Stewart. And that will do it. Buffalo advances to the Final Four.
So Boise and Sass eliminated this round. I'm going to have to check and see if anyone got knocked out from this.
Pitcher with a walk. Another walk. That's Murphy. Here in the 9th, that's a ground out from Ohi Cal. And Dillos, do you have a miracle left in you? That's a base hit for Love. Here comes Goldberg. 3-6-3 double play. Cancun's infield on alert. And a pop-up. Ryan Lee shuts the door, and the Dillos have moved on. or excuse me, the Toros move on. The Dillo Cinderella story has ended. DVS did
And
advance
also, we do have one elimination.
for a user.
Yeah, Dakota B only made one bet, and it was $1 million on San Antonio. That dream is dead.
Wow. So the sloths have been eliminated. We're going to score these brackets. We're going to hit finish sim. Go to world scores. It's going to get easier to score brackets because we are pretty far into the tournaments quicker. 8-3 is your final here. 11-2 Voyagers win. 7-2 DVS wins, which is good because they're my champion. I should be doing decently in the bracket pool. And Cancun wins 7-2.
Oh, crap. I forgot Outer Banks. That's a big one.
A lot of money lost.
Only 8 million, but I mean, it adds up. This was about a $25 million lost this round.
Wow. Splorger, your number 3 performer, 3 for 5, a triple, a homer, 3 RBI, no cycle? Only 3 hits, you need 4, so no. Damn. I'm
Well,
assuming
Sass won't get it going, Pifferfish. Sass is out.
Murphy,
But Kuhn in New York can absolutely still.
Murphy went 3 for 3, 2 bombs, 2 ribbies, and 2 runs scored. Perfect at the plate. And last but not least, Matsui Hidari, 4 for 5, a homer, 4 RBI, and a run scored against Boise. So those are your top performers. We'll hit save. We will end.
Borger was a double away
My
from
dad.
the cycle.
They absolutely had a chance back then. Sorry.
We don't want to advance years. We just want to advance a day. So we're in the final 4.
Also, Frigg got another save. The all-time career leader in saves. Got a Tahini save.
Wow.
Let's
Adding
see. Cancun versus Buffalo. Yeah, Toros
Cancun
at
will be at
home,
home.
and yeah,
And New
that's
York,
right.
obviously, at home.
They're both correct. Now we will pull up the bracket. Oh, let's get a prediction going. What's the best matchup here?
The New York one.
Man, they're rolling because they haven't had to play an extra inning game so far. Neither has Buffalo, to be fair. So if you're
Yeah, but we're on the road against Cancun. Like that's
Hey, we're on the road against New York.
again, New York is not as strong a team as their record this year suggests.
all right, we're gonna keep it
Cancun is
open.
absolutely the better team.
We're gonna keep it open for 2 minutes while and then while you're predicting in Twitch, please put channel points down. It makes it fun for everyone. Fun for everyone. We're gonna check out the prediction list and refresh.
Rousey versus Moose is a surprising pitcher matchup this deep into a tournament.
So I have 3 of the final 4 teams correct. DVS, Cancun, and New York. I did lose Nashville early, so that's why my score is suffering a bit. That stinks. Looks like
So normally on these things, I just take DVS and I just put us on the end pipe, and then I fill out the rest of the bracket. But this year I was like, I want $1 billion, and my greed got the better of me, and I said we'd lose. And now look, I would have had I would have had a semi-perfect bracket up to this point.
looks like Wiggly has me beat no matter what. I mean, there's because they have the final 4 perfect and they're ahead of me. So shout out to Wiggly. Final 4 is spot on. Spidey right there with 35 points. What a thrill in third.
And you know we got to check on Uzi.
That's true.
Triple F Uzi.
Wow. All the way down in 45th place. And I always like to check my wife. 30th place. Okay, babe. Pretty good. Top third. Spidey's going to vin it up. True. All right, that prediction's probably done. Oh, it's almost done. You got 1,700 channel points on Death Valley, 820 on New York. More people betting the team that is more tired, I think. They have to be at this point. You got about a few seconds before we jump into the Final Four. We're going to be bouncing between both games. It should be less chaos, only 2 games at a time. So we're going to go real-time sim. Then we're going to pause it. Chat, what are we thinking? I see Cancun. Pifferfish said Cancun.
So you're saying I think the DVS New York game is the better game, so let's watch Buffalo first.
True.
Because I think that one's more likely to...
could have a chance to not be seen on stream. That'd be great.
You are going to be shown.
Right, no matter what. That game's...
Well, if I get blown up.
Hey, DVS has already got a runner in scoring position. That's the 4-6 fielder's choice out. Out number 1. Splorger pops it up and pops it out. Oh, wild pitch. Very OTP. Oh, DVS is on top. That's a ground out for Cadavra. Starting pitcher. That's a base hit. That's a
nice
stolen base. Ooh, hit hard, but lined out to left. The walk for Ohikal. Are they going to turn 2? They will. Great defense from Buffalo. That ends the first. New York did tie it up in the first and the other one. We'll stick here for probably 3. Thriller. Oh, an infield single. Thriller takes off and is safe. That's caught in center for out number 1. Baloo will ground out for out number 2. Mayo. That's over the shortstop, and Buffalo takes a 1-0 lead. And a fielder's choice out at second, but thanks to Mio and that RBI, it's now 1-0. McKenzie will ground out for out number 1. Strikeout for out number 2, McGillicuddy. And a strikeout from Azza for out number 3. So now
those were both really tough at bats, though. Those were a lot of pitches thrown on both of them.
Yep, DVS got a base runner. They're down 1, and now Buffalo has a base runner. That's a walk for Kelly. 2 now. Base runners. Oh, it's a base hit for Splorger. We're sending the runners safe. 2-0 with no outs recorded. That's crushed. Buffalo. A 3-run blast from Avada Kedavra. First homer of this postseason iteration, I guess, of the Tahini, because they didn't make the playoffs, correct?
Right. We definitely did not. We were far out.
And Buffalo, with a non-playoff team, is trying to make their case to be a championship qualifying team in the Tahini. That's a strikeout for Thriller. And doing it in an emphatic fashion, up 5-0 here in the top of the 3rd. And here's more action. That's a base hit. That hit the wall in the left center gap. Manny Alou. John Calgill has been in to relieve the Toros. It's a ground out.
And that's huge because I want to point out Cancun does not have a lot of rested relievers.
Yeah, they have 2 left. But we will...
So they are 100% going to be using one of their starters in this game.
This game's already in the 4th. We haven't seen any of it yet. New York is batting. It's a 1-run ball game compared to the 5. We'll keep an eye on that one, obviously, out of 10. This is crushed.
I am so sorry.
A solo shot.
I was just going to say, Rousey actually isn't doing that bad. Like,
Guy Rousey only giving up 3, but that's a solo shot for Carl Beatty Jr. 2 for 2 in the ball game. That's a big one. Strikeout for Nolan. First out. Will that be the second? It will be from Skatos. And now Hidari. Base hit. Left side. With Tomato coming up to hit. That's the short. That's steps. The shortstop steps on the bag. Now how will DVS respond with their hottest hitter up to bat? Who will line up to center. Line out to center. That's Montalban. That's blow pop. Chaz Lamborghini will ground out. And that's a base hit. That's going to hit the center field wall for a literal flamingo. And tying run at the plate won't matter because Bass Reeves will ground out on a full count. Great work from Joey Moose Jr., who's now up to their 70th pitch. Guy Rousey still in the game. That's a ground out from Summa. Another ground ball. First pitch. That's very efficient work from Guy. Chris Angel will ground out. Sebastian will strike out at a pitch way inside, it seems. It was.
The old screwball.
Yeah, that 73-mile-an-hour screwball got him swinging. So now we're in the 6th. And that's a base hit for Essence, who's the number 2 batter. You're bringing up to your number 3 now with TG. Oh, great defense.
The best news for DVS is Moose is getting tired really fast, whereas Rousey can actually still go another inning after this.
Yep.
So they could make those runs back on bullpen.
Right, but Moose got rid of the DVS batters pretty quickly in the top of the 6th. Although they are up to post 80 pitches. That's a pop out for Taz. Oh, and that's going to be over Essence's very short head. And that's going to be a double for Carl Beatty Jr. Guy Rousey still in the game. That's going to be a fly out the center. Out number 2. Mosquito's lines directly out to short. Cancun still can't put a run on the board. They're only getting out hit by 2. Top of the 7th, Plainview. And a two-run deficit. And that's a leadoff single. And now the tying runs at the plate for Gnomes, who lines directly out to third. Montalban drops one in right field. And now the leading runs at the plate. It's Chaz. A strikeout? Is that a ball or a strike?
No.
A strike? Oh, and great pitching from Ransom Jones, who's been checked in for New York. That's a strikeout swinging for a Flamingo, leaving 2 stranded. 7th inning stretch, New York.
Oh.
Looking to make it what will be an all-Legends Conference final. Oh, Ray Xavier checks in. That's huge for DVS.
Yeah.
Your best reliever. Oh, and that's beautiful pitching for Ray Xavier over Summadog. And DVS has their work cut out for them, though. They haven't scored since the 1st inning. That's a strikeout for Bass Reeves. Ransom Jones has been dealing 3 strikeouts so far. Oh, what a grab.
Oh.
Beatty Jr. with full extension, head first. Oh, and that's in the gap. Beautiful hit from TG19. And that's a double. Can Smalls do anything with the base runner, or will Ransom Jones continue their hot outing? And they will. What a strikeout for Ransom Jones. 4th in this game for Ransom Jones. And now New York holds all the cards. They have a 2-run lead, and they get to bat as a strikeout for Chris Angel. Another strikeout. That's Otage. Oh, and a base hit. The first hit given up by Ray. 4 strikeouts for them as well. Quietly, though. 5 strikeouts for Ray Xavier. But he needs help from his team because they're down 2 in the top of the 9th with Bakugo checking in for New York. Plainview. And that's a leadoff single for Plainview. 2 for 4 on the day. And now we'll see Gnomes. A walk for Gnomes. So you got Montalban, the DH, who's had a pretty good game. 1 for 3. Oh, that's not good. Bakugo records their first out. That's a pop out. Chaz held up and will walk to first. It's a bases loaded situation for Flamingo. Oh, and that's shallow. Probably way too shallow. Yep, it's 2 outs. It's huge. A huge out for Bakugo. And that's going to drop for a base hit. 1-run scores, 2-run score. And you have a tie game. Bass Reeves
And the agony continues.
And that's massive. Oh, and a wild pitch.
Oh, no.
DVS has now taken the lead with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. And that's a
finally it
ground
ends.
out. In essence, scoring 3 DVS does in the 9th. How clutch can you be? You were down 2 and you score 3. Tage steps in with Keith pitching in relief for DVS and immediately gives up a single. Here comes Skatos. That's a pop out for out number 1. Hidari, will they turn 2? They won't.
Nope.
Hidari hit it just wide enough. Oh, and a strikeout. Crazy Tomato second strikes out. And DVS, they were down 2 in the 9th with 2 outs.
Come on, we're doing it!
And they scored 3 somehow. The magic of the DVS run continues. What a comeback. And what a game. New York had this game in their hands according to the probability graph. And DVS took it away from them in the 9th. Unreal.
And there's been some massive eliminations. This one hurts. I just got eliminated, and I had $50 million in this one.
That's crazy.
I had NYV and Kuhn remaining, and they both went out this round. So our winner is definitely going to be Scud Muffin 19 because he bet 10 million on DVS, unless Buffalo wins, in which case Water put 1.6 million on other.
Which would be Buffalo
Yeah.
in this scenario.
So would come away with 24 million. VT Hokie would come away with 18 million.
All 3 top performers came from the New York Buffalo game. I've already updated challenge.com. We'll check that in a second. Moose, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Great work from the starter. The other starter from that game, 6 1/3, 6 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and the W. And Avada Kedavra, we saw them on stream in that game, put up all those runs, a homer, 4 RBI, 2 runs scored. So great work from those 3 players. We're going to finish today.
And for the final round, could you change our strats and make the hook 1 more aggressive for starters and relievers?
Yes. Let me get to the day, which is tomorrow.
We're gonna have a manager fight in the booth here.
That's
I'm gonna have
true.
to make some changes here.
I do love. I figured you were the one calling the shots for DVS. This is actually the first time I've done it for Buffalo. Obviously, I'm
RCGG hasn't made a change yet.
Huh?
RCGG
I've
hasn't made a
just been
change.
like, screw it, we just send it. I mean, I don't know. There's not a whole lot we could do here. You could take
Well, we're a 50-win team, okay? So I had to fight to make it here.
You said the hook for
Yeah.
really
So
quicker
1 point quicker hook. Yeah.
quicker for both.
No, yeah, quicker. There you go.
Yeah,
And yes.
I moved them 1 for each.
That's
the quick
exactly
side.
what I wanted.
Perfect. I hit save
Because we have very rested pitchers.
Did that prediction get paid out? Let me see. It did. Only 3 bettors. Come on, y'all. Last one. Who will win the 30-second Tahini Classic? DVS, Buffalo.
So I'd like to point out that our starter for this year is pitcher of the year, Brigham Irons.
Okay.
And because he only threw 80 pitches in round 1, he has the gas left.
we should be fine.
Did Bummus have to pitch already?
Columbus was our first pitcher, so
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay.
I had a great game.
I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about.
And we're at home.
The thing I would
so-
do is maybe move like Xavier Pruitt, their second pitcher, into the bullpen just to throw him there. Like me and Billy are dead, so like there's just no point in putting us there.
I could do that. You want to put Pruitt in? Check their
Pruitt to the pen.
They should be at 100 yet. All right, what role?
Middle.
Did it say he was at 100%
Yeah.
for Pruitt? Wow.
Middle relief normal.
Yeah, I'd put Cramblin, avoid high leverage, though. Move that. Yeah, put Pruitt to long relief as well. To come in for some unknown.
Oh yeah.
No, that's fine. Far right side. Nope. The
If
right.
long relief is needed, it's over for
Wait,
either
wait,
team.
wait.
I guess.
Wait, you want secondary long relief?
Yeah, secondary. Yeah, sorry.
My bad. So Pruitt.
Does
second.
this game impact the challenge prediction winner? That is a great question to address before we actually start.
We're gonna do that in a second. Are we good
But
on?
Everything else is there.
Some people picked Death Valley.
Actually, one sec. Go to Ray and put Ray to like 8th and close, and that's about it. He can't come in, and he'll be absolutely pooched if he comes in and stuff.
And
He'll never
address,
make it.
And avoid high leverage for Macintosh.
You want to avoid high leverage for Macintosh? I got you. Is that right here in usage option? Yeah.
So where it says normal usage, just put less often, avoid high leverage. Yeah, there you go. Love it.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's pull up the bracket challenge real quick. Pull it onto my screen.
Yep.
And
and you can, never mind. I'm good.
I'm in third, tied with Knifey, but I can't win because Wiggly also has. So this is coming down to Wiggly versus Knifey, and if I will come in second if DVS. No, I'll come in third. Yikes! Vice, our teammate, a literal flamingo.
And if Buffalo wins, I will come in my pants.
Oh Jesus. So yeah, we got a pretty stout matchup between Knifey and Wiggly for first place. So thanks
Nice.
for suggesting to check that because that's huge. So now we'll see Wiggly, Knifey head to head here in a second. I think the prediction's done if I'm not mistaken. I already hit save like 5 times, but I should do it one more time. The game starts at 8:05, just like every other game. This is the championship game. So thank you all for tuning in. You've made chat really fun. I saw the WTFs in that Sweet 16 chaos, so that was fun. It's a best of 1 Tampa. PBE After Dark. Yeah, I'm not commenting on that. I'm not the challenge winner. I can tell you that. True. Neither am I, so we could bond with that. So yeah. Here we go. And without further ado, the final game of the night. Thank you all for tuning in. I want to see what place Bianca's in. 33rd. Not bad. Literally right around top third. Here we go. For all the marbles. Buffalo's never won a Tahini. DVS has won 2.
Yeah, Pepperfish. It takes the start of the season roster, so like the week 1.
Oh no, it's end of season.
Pitch.
It's end of regular season.
Because it has their playoff stats in there.
It's end of regular season. The playoffs is just an iteration that I have to stem through, but I reset fatigue, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Now, DVS has won it 4 times, so this would be 5. This would tie us for second all time with the Sloths. Stars are number 1 with 6. Buffalo's never won it before. They would get on the board for the first time ever.
So how come Irons? Oh, because
and I don't have
this is 25, so the ratings are going to work differently.
whoever's online in Twitch chat and is in HO. Can you please give me permission? Haycub gave me permission for Tahini Classic results, but I don't have permission for Tahini Classic history to update the history channel. So if you're online and you're on HO and you're listening, please give me permission before this ends so I could do that when this ends. Here we go. Always a Bummus, my pitcher, of course, against Brigham Irons.
I kind of wish I'd saved Rin for this game now, just to have that. Oh,
I do that. Yeah, I have this on. Oh, let me turn off the out of town. That's a ground out.
Oh wow, this lineup is. You're submarine, right? Like the bottom of their lineup is just going to get eaten alive.
Kelly. That's crushed. Great contact already. Not great for my player, but great for Buffalo's chances. 2 outs, though. Full count. And a pop up. And a pop out. That will end the top of the first. Bass Reeves, who was that hero for DVS in the last game, sharply lines out to right. Essence. It's a strikeout looking. Great work from Irons. Working the bottom of the zone. Oh, and that's a base hit. First hit of the day for both teams. It's TG. Who else? 1 for 1. Oh, and that's going to be over the center. Oh, in front of the center fielder, but deep enough to score that run from second. Smalls with an RBI double. DVS jumps out on top 1-0. And a walk for Plainview. A strikeout for Gnomes. Got out of that
Those
jam.
lows continue.
Yeah, Gnomes has been terrible. But Mato is also hitless in the Tahini, so we'll see how that goes. Cadavra with a ground out. Bum is already up to 16 pitches. Thriller, strikeout swinging. That's a lot of pitches. 9 pitches in that.
You're still way ahead in terms of pitch count, though.
Now up to 25, though. Tomlin, strikeout swinging. Another, that's a 7-pitch at bat. Buffalo really working those counts.
You are way ahead, like in a good way.
Well, because
Yeah, see,
we got the
Irons
hits.
had 20. Irons had fucking 29 in the first.
And that's a ground out for Montalban, ground out for Lamborghini. 2 quick outs for DVS. Flamingo. This one soared to center. That's going to be out number 3.
He needed that.
That was huge for Buffalo. Bummus versus Buffalo. It's a strikeout for Alou. Mio now. Pop up and pop out. Only 2 pitches used in that one. Mato, the 2-2. Strikeout. 4 strikeouts for Bummus so far. What up, Uzi? Oh, you're saying hi to Lumo. You could right-click the channel and then edit permissions for that channel and just add user, just add me to it. That's a Bass Reeves base hit. And Bass Reeves will take off. He's safe. Essence now. 0 for 1. 8 for 39 in this iteration. 0 for 2 in this game. In this championship game. TG at the plate. And Bass Reeves is safe. So TG just needs to put this in the outfield. Oh, and they won't. They'll do quite the opposite. Popped out right there near their third base bag. So 2 outs for Smalls, who pops out. And that will end the bottom of the third. Great work from Irons in that happening to not let any runs come across. Ooh, that hit me in the face. But then we get the out anyway. Flamingo had my back. That hurt. But Buckshank grounds out. Oh, this one's deep, but caught. That's Kelly again. Back-to-back ABs for Kelly with great contact.
With solid contact and out.
And Splorgia will ground out. So Bum is actually holding steady despite, contrary to popular belief, I'd say. That's a plain view, pop up and pop out. Irons is only giving up that lone run. Besides that, been pretty solid. Gnomes with a strikeout. Montalban. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Brigham Irons and the Buffalo Surge. So we'll go top of the 5th. Cadavra, scariest batter in my opinion of the Surge, grounds out. Despite Buckshank being the only hot hitter. And that's a fly out to center from Thriller. How deep can Bummus go in this game? That's a strikeout looking. Thank you, KP. Appreciate you. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Lamborghini.
This will be Irons' last inning.
That's a ground out. That's a flamingo. Buffalo needs torpedo bats. Interesting. No, they don't. Stop that. Not against me. Maybe when they're not pitching against me. That's a pop out for Reeves. Irons. On fire in this game, truly. Only 3 hits given up and only 1 walk. Alou strikes out looking.
0 walk and 0 hits.
Alou strikes out looking. Mio. And that's the first hit of the day for Buffalo.
About time, yeah.
And if you're Bummus, you like that the first hit, after the first hit is the coldest hitter.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course they break out of the cold spell. That's going to hit the wall in center. Will they send the runner? They do. And they tie it up.
You jinxed yourself.
Tonk Mado, their
Unbelievably
first
hard on
hit
that.
of the entire Tahini. Oh, and a balk from Bummus.
Oh, he's up there doing a balk.
Oh, and that's a base hit, and that's the second run for Buffalo. Buckshank, the hottest hitter, slides in for a double. Probably got to pull me soon. They won't. That's another base hit. Shallow right, doesn't matter. Still a run. Safe, 3-1. That's Kerry Kelly. That's back-to-back-to-back. Great contact from Kelly. That's an actual hit. Oh, and a wild pitch. Pull me, please. Finally a strikeout. Second out of the inning. That's a base hit. Well, they send the runner. They do. Oh, what a throw from Essence. That
was
saved
amazing.
the run.
That was an amazing
The
throw.
opposite of what Essence did in the actual playoffs.
Gave up with the inside the park home run that from a 25 speed player.
Yeah, Essence with a ground out. TG against Irons, who's still in the game. So, Colby, you were wrong. They're still pitching. TG.
He won't finish it. He won't finish.
Yeah, he will.
Okay. Should have pulled him there.
Smalls, that's 3 straight outs for Brigham Irons, who's out dueling Bummus head-to-head.
I had him on an 80 pitch count. I expected
Oh,
him to get
Pruitt. Oh, they were already in. That's a strikeout for Tomlin. Strikeout for Alou. Oh, that's a base hit for Mio. We're sending the runner to third. Standing up safe.
Long in this game.
Mado grounds to short. They get the out at second. So some action on the base pass, but no runs in that half inning. They had 3 the prior half inning. 7th inning stretch, Plainview, 0 for 1. Now they made a pitching change. Madsen, that's a ground out. Gnomes, terrible. Continuing that terrible streak, 0 for 3 in this game. Montalban. And that's a ground out. Most likely, yep. So 3 up, 3 down. The offense only has 3 hits for DVS, so not much run support for me, which is typical. Buckshank. That's a ground out. Kelly lines out the center. Will Buffalo win their ever so elusive first Tahini 32 seasons into doing this? That's a ground out.
Oh, great job. First base.
That was
that
beautiful.
one had some smoke on it. Yeah.
TG, heads up play. Great speed to move over and make the play. So now Chaz. The run drought is over. A solo shot.
I actually thought that was caught. Like it
looked like it was going to be
looks like
caught.
the fielder is holding it.
Just over the wall and right. That's huge for DVS.
It is.
Because they hadn't scored since the first.
Oh, wow.
Flamingo strikeout. Madsen. Great work there. Reeves. A little dribbler to the pitcher. That's 2 outs. Essence. Been pretty terrible. 0 for 3. Strikeout swinging. Make it 0 for 4. Wow. So they helped themselves with a run. Buffalo now get to add insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Oh, we're facing Xavier?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I
gives
don't
up
like
a
that.
walk immediately. But then a line out to center from Thriller. Tomlin with 1 on. Will they turn 2? They will. Great work from the DVS infield to get out of the 9th, the top of the 9th. But you got your 3 or 4 and your 5. Your hottest hitter gets to bat first. A strikeout looking Frig Delling. Got the better of TG on that one. So tying run at the plate for Smalls. Will ground out. Buffalo 1 out away from their first Tahini. Plainview. And they do it, Buffalo! Off the back of great pitching and defense. On the road, have to win 5 games, and they do it. Their first ever Tahini Classic championship. Congrats to Buffalo. Wow. Now I get to update. That's fine.
I will so happily lose 50 million on an outcome like this.
The price for a tahini these days, 50 million.
And I get to add the surge to the history list for the first time. I get to screenshot this. You're going to see my snipping tool. It's an ugly screen.
You should alt print screen to print the screen you're on. You only want that part, yeah.
Yeah, I like to keep it tight. We're going to go to the results channel for the first time in franchise history. Buffalo is the champion.
I think we were on the road all 5 games. Now, obviously, the first 2 were against minors, so that's not the same, but
Still,
we had to beat San Antonio, Cancun, and Death Valley.
That's mean to put me as the second best performer. Like, come on, bro. That's just cruel.
You were close to a perfect game. Like
hitting them into the spiff.
First 5.
I was no hitting them, but it gave up 3. Gave up all.
No, not just no hitting. You were perfect.
That's
through
true.
The first 5.
Perfect. Yeah, no walks, no hits.
Yeah.
And then the game got out
He's
of
like,
hand.
I didn't even notice, and me and Casey over here like, don't say anything about it.
Well, so I wasn't going to, but then as he was doing it, he's like, "Man, Irons is doing really well. Like, are you shitting me?" Like,
hey, I'm streaming my own player. I'm trying to not be biased.
No, I get it.
But he did hold steady, yeah, for
He did,
like
he
you
did,
said, 5 full innings. And then couldn't get an out. 7 strikeouts is pretty solid because that was 3 more than Iron, so I thought played incredible. Pitched incredible, I should say. And 1 less walk, too. Only 1 more hit, which is crazy because 4 hits, 3 earned is just unlucky, you know? Yeah, I did jinx myself by saying how cold. I said, it is true, though. If you gave up your first hit, the next best batter to go against is the coldest batter, but...
Logically, like, what you were saying was sound, but damn, was that...
Really bad, yeah. No, that's the hero. See, that's who should be the top performer is Tonk Mato. That was it. That was the game changer right there. That was really fun. Let's go score the master bracket. And then let's go to see who won. I think it's Knifey, right? Let's see. No, yeah, Knifey. Damn, I dropped all the way to 4th. Dang. Knifey is your champion with 57 points, including 20 picks correct. Wiggly had 45 points, so had a lot of good picks, just didn't get the champion correct. Had DVS, ironically. They came in 2nd. Naspace, great showing from Naspace in 3rd. Oh, I'm talking, y'all can't see, my bad. So Knifey in 1st, Wiggly in 2nd, Naspace in 3rd. I tied for 4th with Symmetric, good friend of mine. Bunky did finish in 33rd. Colby, you did really good. Your first bracket ever?
I probably did one years ago.
Like a while ago, before the casino got after it. That's cool. RCGG had a great bracket as well.
I had a great bracket for not picking us.
Right.
Intentionally. Like
avoiding the team bias. Yeah, you did pretty well.
Yeah.
And we made the fun.
Right, yeah. If I would have did my normal Homer thing, I might have been pretty close to winning it.
Well, I'm going to actually conclude it on challenge, so it shows it as complete. So you could see this cool graphic there. Oh, and I'd be remiss not to show, let me advance a day because it's weird. You have to advance a day to show the trophy. I'll prove it. So there's no trophy. Then I hit the check mark and the trophy's there. I'll screenshot that as well. Whoops, that's the snipping tool. Congrats to the Buffalo. Wow. So we're running out of teams finally. of those to win their first. I know Detroit's one of them. They made the final like multiple times in the early going of this tournament, and just couldn't get over the hump. Dang, DVS had a pretty tough road, all things considered. Especially,
They did, yeah.
that NOLA game. Really, you thought that they drained everything they had and kept fighting. Buffalo was really efficient in those wins. Kind of lucky, got 2 minor league matchups, but to take down San Antonio and Cancun the way they did was amazing.
Yeah, both on the road, both with really little damage to the pitching staff.
I think the San Antonio win's bigger because both San Antonio and Buffalo came in pretty even in terms of fatigue and still got the better of them. But
yeah, Pifferfish in chat, Cinderella run, but never really threatened. Like we didn't have to claw our way to any of those wins.
Got a lead early against DVS. DVS tried to make a comeback, but
yeah,
fell
like
flat.
don't get me wrong, that was only a 1-run game. Like I'm not saying like we blew them out, but like we didn't have to go to extras for any of them. We didn't have to have like a ninth inning comeback or like any of those magical moments that you would kind of expect when thinking of a Cinderella run.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say as soon as I got here, Buffalo was the easy side. They were pretty chalked. They only had to like get one upset basically, and they'd be in the final. Like I don't know like if you consider San Antonio versus Buffalo too much of an upset, but
It's not.
I think it's pretty close.
But it was the most important game because they faced a team that was even. Cancun was pretty depleted. They probably took advantage. DVS, I think by the time they got to the final was fine in terms of health. But to get over that hump of San Antonio, I had a feeling they'd get past Cancun because they were only like literally 4 days removed from like a pretty deep bullpen usage for the Apex win. Which is proving to be a real thing, by the way, because we predicted Boise, gonna get pummeled by New York, and they did, because New York had an easy road to get there, and Boise didn't, and it showed in the final of that game. I think it was like almost like a double-digit win, if I'm not mistaken. So we need to decide if we want to rate Super Casual or an Ezra or Nersha Banco. So Nersha and Ezra are streaming out of the park. Super Casual is a direct affiliate of the PBE, a separate sim league. I'm leaning towards Super Casual. What about you guys?
Yeah, person. I only see Ezra and Nersha Banco on.
Let's rate Super Casual. Super Casual sim football. Thank you, Piffer, for chatting. Thank you, KP, for giving me perms for that channel. That was huge. I was able to get that accomplished. Congrats to Buffalo, first ever Tahini. Love that. It makes it easy for my write-up next season. That's an easy thing to talk about. Yep. So thank you for making my job easy. You're welcome for the stream, M. This is really fun. I'll see y'all on Thursday.
Like, it's a nice moment for managing, like when the only team that really made changes for the Tahini was the one to win. I think like that's a good narrative. And hopefully we'll see more GM involvement next year.
Yeah,
because it doesn't have to be the GM. Anyone authorized can make the changes.
So if you're in the Worm or if you're non-Worm, if you get authorization from your GM, any of the GMs just get like proof through messages that you're allowed to make changes for the Tahini. Like Colby said, anyone could jump in and make changes throughout. So, we try to make this as interactive of an off-season tournament as possible. Next season is starting soon in terms of real ball. We are in next season technically. Thursday I'm streaming. It's listed for 6 o'clock. That's subjected to change. I'm not sure exactly when I'm streaming on Thursday. We will be back, and then I'm streaming opening day. This will be the first stream ever with the live file doing red zone style like we did tonight. It should make for some exciting baseball, so don't miss it. You can miss spring training. I'll be trialing, and honestly, probably won't be streaming a lot of games, truthfully, just because of spring training, just trying to get my feet wet with the red zone style. But until then, have a good night. Thank you, RCG and Colby.
Later.
Thanks, Wilson. Peace.
On of Wilfred the line.
The oldest of men.
Yes,
Just
very much.
Sports and
Yeah.
offense.
And
League
just
versus
puts on
football.
a fantasy clinic.
Oh my God. We're about to get rated.
We're getting rated by the PBE sim.
But yeah, 39 people.
39 people.
Hello.
What are 39?
Hello, our PBE
You gotta
friends.
be on your best behavior.
No. I don't think anyone in PBE would expect good behavior, let alone our best
What the
behavior.
heck is this? This
From
is
the
football.
From the booth? Or
Demetrion with the catch. The Pride get another first down right outside of the end,
Hummus.
below red zone. Hummus
Demetrion's
is here.
himself a game.
he is though. Like seriously, for real.
Oz to the outside and hurdles someone.
Oz is going to need some icy hot.
Adam S.
Adam is
is
alive.
always
yes.
alive.
Yep.
Adam S is alive.
I love Axis football.
Oh, Hummus, we
Let's
got
get
a TLK and I need to talk to you here. Actually.
No paparazzi. You tell me.
Oz up the middle. Gonna get the first.
You're 50th
Oh,
person
God.
of the season 10.
Yeah,
draft.
this draft about to get crazy.
Yeah, it is. Did he get
Dawson
He
in
did.
for the touchdown. Yes.
Got it.